Alrighty, we're back, and we're fighting. Once you kill Jambalan the Prophet, Dream Scythe, and another elite dragon spawn out here with these other guys. Um, yeah, there he comes. That other one's coming around. Weaver, yeah. So these guys are actually here. They're trying to stop us. They realize that we're here to not really summon Hakkar, but to well, I mean, they think that that's what we're doing, but yeah. So these guys, they occasionally drop some pretty good gear. I think we end up getting 2 of them. And you generally want to pull them back a little bit more because they've got this really vicious knockback. Yeah, like that. Yeah, that was almost really, really bad. Yeah, I think that's actually what I was talking about when I recorded it. Alright, so we get these Bloodfire Talents. Whoops. Damage and healing. Spirit. So basically they're leather versions of Dreamweave. But they're really good. So if you're a boomkin or a healer druid, those are really good. And then this is where you want to kill all of these dragons, or these dragonkin and these wormlings. So those are kind of difficult pulls out there in the middle like that. Yeah, so a sleep out here it's 20 seconds. I mean that's a significant amount of time to have one of your DPSers down. So you definitely want somebody that can debuff that. Tremor, like I said, Tremor Totems are really, really good here. I think they had switched from Tremor into I think maybe Strength of Earth. Yeah, Strength of Earth Totem. Yeah, and I'm like, oh no, I'm really, really running out of space. And I'm like, what can I do? What can I get rid of? I don't want to lose. I don't want to do any, get rid of anything because I want to sell all of this good vendor loot, which is actually a really good way to make money, by the way. Come in with empty bags when you're max level and clear out a dungeon. I think this is where I screwed up. I didn't realize he had pulled. And then it's like, oh, we're fighting. And I'm out of mana. Yay. Yeah, so now they dropped a Tremor Totem there. Yeah, it's like, oh, well, I've screwed myself. Yeah, that was really, really close. So now we're making our way over to I can't remember. I think we do Hakkar first, which was good. I love the Hakkar fight. It's like one of these guys says later. It's a really hardcore fight, just by the way that it does. There we go. And I got I think honored with the dark spirit, yeah. Yeah, honored with Dark Spear. So honored with everybody, working toward revered.
For the Horde. Chugga, 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 chugga.
Yeah, I kept thinking that we would start running into issues, but I think Demidraw, I think he was better geared than I had thought that he was. But yeah, just being level 60 in here is pretty potent. Yeah, so we're headed toward Hakkar. Or Hakkar's summoning chamber. Yeah, our mage was skinning for everything she was worth.
Chugga, 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 chugga.
So this fight is probably one of the most challenging trash pulls because it's four big ones with a lot of sleep casters. But we handle it incredibly quickly. That just shows you how bursty that enhancement shaman DPS is. But those good two-handers, I mean, they can really, when they get like a Wind Fury proc, it just absolutely wrecks them. Yeah, I mean, I didn't even hardly use any mana. These Hakkari Sappers, they've got a really cool skin. I like that. But the Frost Wings are the really cool ones. Frostwing, cool. Get it? No? Okay. I'll let myself out. I want to say that the Frost Wings have a ranged attack when they're tamed by a hunter, but I'm not 100% sure. And of course, that's also blocked off until you kill those guys out up top. Yeah, I had forgot that I can clear that off. So this is the Sanctum of Blood, I think is what it's called. So the only way that you can fight this boss is if you have the egg. So if you come in here and you don't have the egg, you can't kill this boss. So everybody basically gets a one chance at it. So when well, I'll explain it when I'm doing it here in just a second. And this is going to look incredibly chaotic, and it actually is pretty chaotic. You have to have some people that really know what they're doing. So this is where Hakkar was originally imprisoned and basically left to rot. And our tablets that we found in Zul'Gurub said that you could that this egg was a way to trap the soul flare. So our quest is to bring the avatar into the world and then kind of trap it in this egg. So you get a lot of these little non-elite, what are they called? Hakkari minions. So those guys are like, they're just like all over you all the time. But these blood drinkers, whoever has the loot rights to that, when you pick it up, it will drop a sacred blood. And then you go over to the eternal flame and click on it, and then it extinguishes the fire. But of course the fire is the only thing keeping Hakkar from basically coming into our world. And these suppressors, like, they come in and they try to push back what you're trying to do. So if you let them come, they will, I guess, like, dispel it. I'm not really for sure, but you don't want them to so you can see down there, the Shade of Hakkar yells, "I'm near, Nightmare Suppressor, stop infidels." So they're actually trying to stop us from doing something that we shouldn't. But anytime you get a chance to stop and drink, which is... so every time he shouts, he gets a little bit more substantial. And you're thinking the whole time, am I doing the right thing? You know, is this really what I need to be doing? So, yeah. Yeah, the Hakkari Blood Keeper. Yeah, see how he was kind of starting to channel something? If you let them do that, they will reignite one of those eternal flames. So you don't want that to happen, because then you have to start all over. In each round you get more and more of these minions, I think. So it just kind of slowly becomes more and more yeah.
I taste the blood.
Yeah. So Hakkar is getting closer and closer. And of course, in Phase 5, we actually go into Zul'Gurub, which is I think it's a 25-man raid, or it might be a 10-man raid. I honestly can't remember. It might be just 10. But that's kind of where my original WoW Guild ended up kind of getting to in Phase 5, because we never could get enough people together for a Molten Core Blackwing Lair, which is actually coming up in Phase 3 as well. So really what should have happened here is killed these guys and let me grab some mana. But they just kind of keep spawning. Yeah. So he ran over there. Yeah. So now we get this big skeletal oh, I can't remember what those are called. But it's the avatar of Hakkar. So it's not the true Hakkar, thank goodness. But hopefully I'll get to show that to you guys. Probably in 7 or 8 months. Hopefully I'll be... yeah. Excellent. So we get the Bloodshot Greaves, which are really, really good enhancement shaman gear. And this Might of Hakkar is a really good tanking mace. And I agreed on it because, you know. So then what you do, which I think it took me a second to figure out what to do, you go find the egg, and you just have to be in this room, and then it will fill the egg with the essence of Hakkar. And then you get the filled egg of Hakkar, and there you go. And that's a really, really, really fun fight. And it can drop, like I said, that Might of Hakkar, it's a good tank, especially if you're a pally tank with that but strength, agility, and a ton of stamina. I hope that somebody equipped that. I should have offered to enchant those boots for them. It never even occurred to me. I feel bad. So now we're heading over to Eranikus. So we've got to clear out all of these dragons again. And then there's 2 more actual dragons on the way. But yeah, when you think about this dungeon and what's actually going on, I mean these guys are, I mean, they're just trying to keep us from destroying ourselves, basically. I mean, yes, they have been corrupted by Jamalon. Yeah. So I think we take a little break here. So I've got a few quests done, not as many as I was hoping for at this point, but we got the God Hakkar in Jamalon the Prophet, and both of those are the important ones, because that's where you get like your really good gear. But you can actually, that hole in the middle, you can actually jump down there. There are some mobs down there that are kind of tough, but I think actually they're lower level than the ones up here a little bit. So. Yeah, so this is again another pretty tough pull. Yeah, we've got like some here behind us that we didn't clear out. I think we come back though. Getting really good experience still, even at level, I think I'm 57 at this point, and I'm still getting really good, solid experience. But I think there's actually another group that we end up not killing. Because when we kill the Shade, they kind of come in on us at the end. But I do know a lot of people, they'll come in and they'll just kill the minimum group and then kill Eranikus really, really quick for the loot, and then they'll hearth out.
Victory or death.
So I think there's this group. Yeah, I don't know how I pulled aggro so quickly there. Yeah, so there's Morphaz and Huzzahs, which are the other, I don't know, I don't really want to call them mini-bosses, but I guess they kind of are. They don't always drop loot, but they have a chance to drop some of those blues, like those Bloodfire gauntlets, or gloves, or whatever they were called. This can be a challenging fight for level 40s. I know I came in here once with a level, I think we were all like level 46 or 48, and this was, I mean, it was a challenge. It was like a four-hour dungeon run just to do it and complete it, and there were wipes involved. And we had a pretty good group. We had a warrior tank, a priest, a druid, a ret pally, and I think my mage, maybe. So we got another set of those Bloodfire Talons. But even if you're an elemental, so I ended up getting those. Yeah, so we actually ended up with 3 sets of those gloves. Not for sure how I... Yeah, I guess when I tried to loot it and then it said that I couldn't loot it, somebody else picked it up. Oh well. But I ended up getting 1 set anyway. And then the Shade of Eranikus, level 55. So if you come in here and you're in your 40s, this is going to be a hard stop. It is incredibly difficult to fight this guy at that level. I'm trying to like figure out what I can get rid of at this point. And so, just like that, I made space. Yeah, and you always want to be over that that line there, because it will drop another portcullis, and you'll be locked out of this fight. So I add a little bit of extra DPS there. This guy is pretty tough. I actually have to bust out an actual heal there. Sometimes he will put the tank to sleep there. So this is a really good wand, and then that necklace is really good too. I don't think I won either one of those, but yeah. So there was a few stragglers there. So that would be a really good healing necklace. So everybody's rolling greed, so I just go and roll greed on it. So the essence of Eranikus, I kind of have to go through this pretty quickly. Yeah, because there's more come in here. I didn't realize that. But basically the chained essence of Eranikus, you loot that from the corpse, and he basically says, you know, I've been corrupted, take my essence to the flame and purify it. So you just walk it over here to this essence font. And then and I think you can go now and talk to I think it's Ithorian. But anyway, the Chained Essence of Eranikus, it's a pretty good tanking trinket, especially if you're a pally tank. So now we're going to kind of go back out and go straight. Well, I'm trying to indicate with my mouse. You can see that. And go straight to the north and go down back toward the entrance. And then I'll see you guys over there. But yeah, you can jump down the hole and do it, but not recommended.